Today we will discuss about the Bank for International Settlement, that is BIS. Bank for International Settlement is known as Central Bank of Central Bank. A brief history and functions of Bank for International Settlements are given in the following section. The Bank for International Settlement was established in 1930. It is owned by 62 central bank representing countries from around the world that together accounts for 95% of GDP. Its head office is in Basel, Switzerland. It has 2 representative offices in Hong Kong and in Mexican City. The Bank of International Settlement was established out of the Hague Agreement of 1930 among Germany, Belgium, Italy, France, United Kingdom, Japan, Switzerland and United States. It opened its first office on May 17, 1930. Its main role was to collect, administrate and distribute reparations that were imposed on the German government by the Treaty of Versailles after World War I. It also acted as the trustee of Germany Young Loans, which was floated in 1930. It was introduced as a result or established as part of the Hague Agreement 1930 among Germany, Belgium, Italy, France, UK, Japan, Switzerland and United States. And its main role was to collect, administer and distribute reparations that were imposed on the German government by the Treaty of Versailles after the World War I. And as per the BIS charter that was formally adopted on January 20, 1930, both the individual and central banks would subscribe to shares issued by the BIS. However, the charter limited the voting right and representation at the BIS meeting to the central bank of the country in which the shares were officially subscribed. This means that earlier individuals were also allowed to subscribe the shares of BIS, but voting rights and the meeting representations were given to the members of the central bank only. In 2001, the BIS reviewed the share subscription right. In 2001, BIS reviewed the share subscription right and restricted the share ownership to the central banks only, and individual shareholders were locked out of the share ownership and were compensated rightfully. That is, after 2001, the share capital will be issued to the central bank authorities only, though earlier there was provision for individual subscription also. Missions of Bank of International Settlements are given here. First one, to serve central banks in their pursuit of monetary and financial stability, to foster international cooperation in those areas, and to act as a bank for central bank. This is the first mission, that is to serve central bank in their pursuit of monetary and financial stability, that is maintain monetary and financial stability. Second one, foster international cooperation. Third one, act as a bank for central bank. These are the first important mission of the BIS. Second one, fostering discussions and facilitating collaboration among central bank. That is, discussions and collaboration among central bank is the next important mission. Third one, supporting dialogues with other authorities that are responsible for promoting financial stability. That is, dialogues with other authorities for promoting financial stability is the third mission. And fourth mission is carrying out research and policy analysis which are relevant for monetary and financial stability. Research and policy analysis. The next one, acting as a prime counterparty for central bank in their financial transaction. That is, the BIS will be the prime counterparty for central banks in their financial transaction. The next mission is serving as an agent or trustee in connection with international financial operation. That is, this BIS will serve as an agent or trustee in connection with international financial operation. These are the important mission of BIS. The first one, maintain monetary and financial stability. Second one, foster international cooperation. Then act as a bank for central banks, discussions and collaboration among central bank, supporting dialogues with authorities for promoting financial stability, carry out research and policy analysis, acting as a prime counterparty for central banks in their financial transaction, serving as an agent or trustee in connection with international financial operations. These are the missions and major functions and objectives of BIS. Its governing structure is given here. There will be board of directors, general meetings of the BIS members of the central bank, then BIS management. Board of directors is responsible for determining the strategic and policy decisions of the BIS, supervising BIS management, fulfilling the specific tasks given to it by the etc. are fulfilled by the board of directors, and it composed of 18 members, including 6 ex officio directors comprising the central bank governors of Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, UK, and United States. They may jointly appoint one other members of the nationality of one of the central banks. The board elect a chairman and may elect a vice chairman from among its members. The bank's capital is held by the central banks only. 62 central banks and monetary authorities are currently members of the BIS. BIS management is under the overall direction of general managers, who is responsible to the board of directors. There are certain advisory committees, and these advisory committees include executive committees, finance committee, compliance and operational risk committees. There is the key committee advising the general manager and deputy managers are the executive committee, finance committee, and the compliance and operational risk committee. The first two committees, that is executive and finance committees, will be chaired by general manager and third by the deputy general manager. And in addition to that, various committees also functions under the BIS, and this for strengthening the financial stability and for strengthening monetary and financial stability, that include Committee on Payment and Market Infrastructure establishes and promote global regulatory or outside standards for payments, clearing, settlements and other market infrastructure, and monitors and analyzes the development in these areas. Second one is the Committee on Global Financial System. It monitors and analyzes issues related to financial market and system. Then next committee is Market Committee. This monitors developments in financial markets and their implication for central bank operation. The central bank governance group examines issues related to the design and operation of central banks. Irving Fishing Committee on Central Bank Statistics address statistical issues related to the economic, monetary and financial. These committees are also equally important for maintaining monetary and financial stability, and they perform their duties for the smooth functioning of the BIS. This about the Bank for International Settlement. This was introduced in 1930. This served as a central bank of central banks.